Hey guys, how's it going? This is Chris with Monster Shop. I just wanted to show you very quick. I'm working on a bust. It's a Predator that is a Pharaoh. So I'm trying to give you some Egyptian details to it. As you can see right here, I did some of the hieroglyphics on stone. I will show you later how I do this kind of work. But on this quick tutorial, I'm gonna be applying gold leaf, and I'm gonna do that all around where you see the black, all around this area, and I'm also gonna do the wings that you see right here. And at the end, I'm gonna apply some blue on them, and then I'm gonna weather them so it looks as part of the motif, the stone motif that I have going on here. All right, so let's begin. Okay, so I bought this kit for the gold leafing. It comes with the glue, it comes with the sheets, the gold leaf sheets, you can see right here, and the varnish. Okay, the price I think for this, it was about 25. I got it off Amazon, and I already used it in other parts of this bust, and it worked out perfect. You do have to be patient with it because it has to dry. If you never apply gold leaf, you're supposed to add the adhesive first and then let it cure. Okay, so let's start by adding the adhesive. Be applying it to everything there is. I'm just apply it directly from the bottom. I want to get as close as possible to the pieces that I already painted. And then I'll blend everything in once I start weathering the piece. So I'm going to continue doing this all over the black parts around the painted parts and the wings. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the gold leaves after I apply all the glue to the parts that I want the gold leaf to stick to. So this is very delicate. Just place it on. It is going to be messy. Everything that you have is gonna have gold on it, so just make sure that you have the vacuum with you, because it's gonna go everywhere. And that's it. Just brush it. Grab a nice soft brush and just brush it on slightly. Just like that. Don't worry about the excess right now. Okay, as you can see now, I added all the gold leaf to all the parts that I needed, and I'm getting rid of all the excess. This is the messy part. Again, it goes all over the place. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let it dry for 24 hours. Make sure the leaf attaches really well to the wood, and then tomorrow I'm going to brush it one more time and varnish it, and then I will show you also how I'm gonna add the color to the wings, and how to weather this whole piece. All right. I apply the gold leaf with the glue and I let it sit for 24 hours. After that, I just brushed off all the excess gold leaf, and I'm having some issues right here with the extra gold leaf that didn't want it to come off. So I wanted to just teach you really quick, or show you really quick that you can use some painter's tape. You just apply it right wherever you want it to remove. Put a little bit of pressure, with your finger, your nail, and then you can just remove it, and it will pull most of it. And you can apply as many times as needed to be able to remove that excess. For right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply the varnish that came with the kit, and this just has to be dry to the touch. Usually it takes about maybe 45 minutes to an hour to dry completely. If you're using a heat gun or a blow dryer, definitely is gonna be much faster, and that helps. Okay, the surface is completely dry now after I apply the varnish. What I want to do now is, in this case, I want to paint these wings blue, but I still want to keep some of the gold in the crevices that divides each feather. So this is the blue that I picked, which is the same blue that you can see right here. It's just a little bit weathered. And again, I want to make it very I don't want it to be perfect. As I stated before, this is gonna be a weathered piece. It's supposed to look old and kind of lost the color as well. So it does not have to be perfect. I waited for the gold leaf to dry. I accelerated the process with the blow dryer, and I started to paint the wings. I'm just painting the wings right on the surface. I'm leaving the center parts still gold. I wanted to give that effect that is old paint over the gold, and we're gonna weather all of that to give that effect even accentuate the effect even more. We're done with the wings. They're dry already. The next thing I want to do is I want to weather the gold. This is a cool thing I found a while back to weather a lot of metals, and it seems to work very good for me. This is stuff polish paste. This is exactly what it is. It's just a paste, and you can clean your stove with it. One of those cast iron stoves. It has a texture a little bit oily, so just put a little bit on the brush, get the excess out, and just brush it in. Whatever parts you need, you want the gold to be a little bit tarnished. So you can see that effect from there. It's not as shiny as it was before. In certain parts you're gonna have to put a little bit extra. It's like some dirt has been accumulated through the years. I finished applying the stove polish. I applied it all over the gold and left some parts still bright, and this should tone down the gold a lot. Next step, dry brush with a little bit of white. This white that I'm using is here is a chalk white, and I'm gonna dry brush it over the blue slightly. Let's try not to hit the gold, but just the blue. And what it does is it just gives a little bit more of weathering to the blue. It's not so intense. Again, we're trying to mask up these colors to give that effect that they're under a bunch of dirt, and you can see all the beat up they got through the years. They cannot be intense, because that will mean that they're brand new. Something right here. As you can see, I'm doing this with the brush, and then I'm rubbing it a little bit with my finger. That way it gets rid of a little bit of the marks from the bristles, and the strokes from the bristles. Okay, finally, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna add a little bit of this tequila yellow from Createx, of the candy colors. I'm gonna airbrush just a tiny little bit of the color. I'm gonna show you what kind of color is it. It's a yellow orange color. I'm just gonna add a little bit in certain parts, just to give a little bit more depth to the gold that I added. And that's it. That is how I do the weather gold leaf, in this case for this Pharaoh Predator. All right. Okay, stay tuned for more, and thanks again for watching Monster Shop. Till next time, bye.